Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We're good.
I always forget it.
You always forget that stupid fucking... Maybe we should switch spots so your cord's not...
Yeah.
It's gonna feel weird, but...
Being on the left.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do horrible.
Yeah. I'm not the little brother here.
It doesn't say something anymore, it just says chat.
What?
In the chat, like to say something, it just says chat.
Oh, so now we can see when people react to our videos. So it'll show up next to the live chat. You'll see the hearts and the faces show up. I don't know who, but someone was spamming it when me and Connor were streaming. Blue Dragon. Oh, I was gonna tell you the joke off stream because I told Connor it during Blue Dragon, but I'll tell you here. So you want to know something that's bullshit? So I took my car to admissions. How do you think it did?
It failed.
No, it passed. It's such shit. There's no reason my truck should have passed emissions testing. And so, fucking, I told Connor, I was like, I don't know what they did, but it really looks like they went to the back, they hit it with a wrench, and they were like, didn't fall apart. It's good to me. Ding! Everything checks out! Alright, let's play again.
Alright, Richard said chat.
Richard is the chat most of the time. Doesn't matter if we have 96 subs or 112.
It's to the thing now.
I added it to the thing before I came here. But
oh, it's so beautiful.
oh, it's so loud. I was looking for the thing on screen. I'm like, where is it?
So if you open the PlayStation menu thing to like change things, will the game still be running? Or will it freeze it?
I don't know. Why?
Just check everything. I think it should be good.
Why are you trying to check shit? Why are you trying to go to Czechoslovakia? You know, you legally have to tell me when you do that.
If I leave the country?
Yeah, if you leave the country. I'm the head of the channel. I need to know when you're leaving. If you leave and you don't tell me, I'm afraid I'm going to have to replace you with someone. And his name happens to rhyme with climax. This is loud. Comment. I don't remember a bird ever being there in the opening. Why is this game's trying to change shit? Change the reasons I love this show in the first place. Are we gonna get copyright strike for these scenes?
I knew you were gonna ask that, but I don't think so. There's no audio from the episode. And it's got their names right in front. I love when they get Mermaid and Barnacle Boy's names flipped. Yeah.
Well, because...
Yeah, they do it in order, but like I don't think the people who made this game watched the show. All they watched were those clips.
You think so?
Yeah. You can tell in the writing of really any of these games.
Yeah, suffice to say, Battle for Bikini Bottom at least... Oh, that's gone. Never mind. There's no point of me even referring to that game.
It's just
1-1, yeah. I don't know the difference, honestly.
Oh, that's like if you turn DualShock
the middle button
off.
The original middle button? Yeah.
I mean, it's a side scroll, so we don't need it, but other smoothing off, screen mode.
What is smoothing supposed to do?
Make it look worse. I kind of like smooth everything.
Well, I would assume that's what smoothing does, is that it smooths things. Speaking of smooth, when's the last time McGroove uploaded?
I know. Is there a demo of this, or is it going to play the opening again? Music just stopped.
It's gone.
Music gave up.
Smooth McGroove, babe.
Yeah, I guess it just sits here.
Yeah, he always does this. He comes back, he makes like 3 videos a year, and then he stops. Why is my phone going off now that I looked up Smooth McGroove? It's from the fucking...
Music? Alright. Music is the best. It's going down. Like, I'm hitting right, and it's just, like, you're going down now. Do I really want to do this?
Turn sound effects down. What are you doing? I don't give a fuck about the sound effects. That's good. That's good. I want to hear the music more than I want to hear the fucking sound.
Yeah.
I mean...
The sounds are kind of loud and annoying in this game anyway.
Yeah, it's SpongeBob. Isn't this game called SpongeBob? Loud and annoying SuperSponge. Can you create an icon for... Oh, no, those not.
Those are collectibles that you get for the bonus levels.
How come games don't do that like Spyro?
Mm.
Oh, update for you on Clive and Wrench. I did.
At Bikini Bottom, and today we will be following my favorite
I have to scroll it.
SpongeBob SquarePants on his adventures around Bikini Bottom.
The plot of this game sucks.
Today, he is in search of the best birthday present ever for his best friend, Patrick.
That's not the same guy.
It is. It's Tom Kenny.
He go for his
That is?
Yeah.
It sounds wrong. It doesn't sound
There's
right.
no voice direction.
I did a long stream of it. I was gonna end it after 2 stages, but I was actually having fun, and so I ended up doing 4 stages in the last stream. The next stream is gonna be done, but it did get better after the first few stages. Not perfect. It's still fucking okay at best, but it did get better at least.
Oh, no, not you again. Just keep the noise down. What do you want?
Also, they got Ernest for this game, but he sounds like he's on his deathbed, like in this game only.
It's my best friend Patrick's birthday, and a signed photo of his favorite superheroes would be the best thing ever.
Hmm.
Well, we are a bit busy right now. No rest for superheroes.
I love all the yelling marks.
The Mermaid Man might consider signing one for a superhero snack.
Some peanut butter. Tomatoes.
Jelly.
Jelly.
Yeah, he sounds strange.
Like a calculator.
I hate that image of SpongeBob. It's
Yeah.
just his body
No-
without arms
Yeah.
or legs.
Which has happened on numerous occasions.
That doesn't even sound right.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm an expert on SpongeBob. After we finish the first 3 seasons, I watched the 4th.
So this whole game is just a fetch quest for a single autograph.
I hate how squeaky your couch is.
Because it's leather.
The couch I have in my house is leather. It's not this loud.
It's old leather. Leather's gotten louder. In the
Richard said Resident Evil 4 remake could learn a thing or two from this.
I hate this. So this interaction is really stupid.
Hi, Squidward. Ready?
Another great day, friend, when I stick my cock on your nose.
Today's Sunday, SpongeBob. Forget the Krusty Krab. Hey, moron, why don't you take your net and go waste somebody else's time?
But like just this sentence here, today's Sunday, forget the Krusty Krab. So like, that means they're off from work because I guess the Krusty Krab is closed on Sundays.
It's not, though, because we know for a fact he doesn't close it any day of the week.
Yeah.
They've worked on Sundays before in the show, I believe.
It changes, I think.
Does it?
Because they also say it closes at 6.
You're right. And there are some episodes where it's open all night.
Well, that was the one where they
Delivered
left it open all
delivered the pizzas and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
they delivered the pizza, which they never did. And then there was just the one night he's like, we're gonna 24-hour business. But he just says, forget the Krusty Krab. No, he should be like, we're off from work, and why would I hang out with you outside of work? But he's just like, for today's SpongeBob, forget the Krusty Krab. Like,
Yeah.
SpongeBob did not mention going to work.
For some reason, whenever I read that second go back one, why don't you go take your net and go waste somebody? It's just like, what?
I can use this net to catch jellyfish and throw them at those annoying critters.
I think it got cut off.
Hey, they're gone. Where'd they go?
Yeah, I didn't catch them. There, I got one.
How many are there? They're despawning.
Yeah. So this game functions like
Yoshi's
Sonic.
Island.
It functions like Sonic with rings. The spatulas are your rings.
Oh, that's lame.
But there's 100 in every level. And if you want the bonus level, you have to get a certain criteria in each world. Like, in a single level in each world. So I think it starts at, like, 50. And then, like, goes up until the last world. You have to get all 100 in a level.
What the fuck? They're your ammo?
Yeah. He just, like, drops them. But you don't need them necessarily.
What
can
was
butt
their
bounce.
rendering method for this game? This looks like a Mortal Kombat style. It was 3D, and now it's and then they turned it into 2D.
Mm.
Look at his animations. They were clearly done in 3D first, and then rendered into
Yeah.
2D.
You can do this. Also, if you
So,
stand
I
still, there's a
was-
lot of idle animations, plus a ton of removed ones.
I was gonna say if this game is like Yoshi's Island, we should stop playing it.
Where 100%ing sucks.
Yeah, where things de-render, like mandatory
Yeah.
collectibles de-render, and you cannot get them back depending on if you didn't kill enough enemies on screen before you got to the red coin.
I'm sure I already have enough to get to the bonus level. If you get hit, you like lose
Yeah,
all of them.
the environments are drawn in 2D, but they're made in 3D.
Yeah.
What console was it that like people said that was the best? Is it PS2 or PS1? Where the
Oh.
best games are the 2D games that were made in a 3D backdrop. There was a console where people were like, "This is what." Oh, is it the
2.5D?
Saturn?
Maybe 2.5D.
Yeah. Is it the Saturn where people were like, "This is that's."
Well,
what it's-
no, I can't do the bonus level. Whatever.
Well, you're not gonna do it.
No, they're not worth it. They suck.
Richard said, "Mr. Krabs has private parties on Sundays."
The heart next to it just adds.
That's the heart we can add to the stream. That's not.
Yeah.
So you need 100 to get to the bonus stage. Is that what that said?
No, I think in the first, that's how many are in each level. But you don't. I think for the first world you only need 50, and I had it, and I got hit at the last second.
That's terrifying.
SpongeBob, you silly old sponge. Try using your
He
helmet.
hasn't
You know,
even
not-
stepped in yet
Now that I know that she's the voice actor of the
of Ashley Graham.
Oh my fucking god! I didn't know that, but now I do. No, she's the voice actress in Spyro 3, the
Oh yeah.
Seashell Shore NPCs. Now I
Yeah.
can't unhear it whenever she. It's the same voice.
Yeah.
So Ashley's a very different voice, I think.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, I couldn't tell. What's her name?
Sandy.
No, the actress.
Carolyn Lawrence.
Carolyn Lawrence. Carol Ann Tuesday. Oh, this is a really annoying gimmick, huh?
It's only this level. Every Sandy's Tree Dome level in any game always does this.
This background looks like ass, dude.
Yeah. And the camera does not help in this level. I haven't mentioned this game's not good.
What? It's not good?
Wait, a licensed game isn't good?
Why did you want to play it?
This is great music. And it's like a fine game for what it is. It's short, so like it's not totally offensive.
To be fair, I'd say Battle for Bikini Bottom isn't that good either. It's like an okay platformer.
Yeah. That's kind of how a lot of these are. They range from okay to bad.
It's a licensed game. What were you expecting?
Yeah.
Name the what is a good licensed game?
GoldenEye.
Mario Bros. Now that there's a movie.
GoldenEye.
I mean, the main story is fucking ridiculously hard.
It is.
That's the one thing I agree with in his review. In terms of the hard difficulties, don't even try it.
You gotta watch out there because it'll just fall right in the tub.
That just sounds like bad placement.
Yeah.
That blinking extra life is actually hurting my eyes. Am I getting worse?
What the hell is that?
I feel like my eyes are actually getting.
Oh, whoops. I don't know, you could just die in the tree.
I feel like my eyes are getting worse. The smaller things are starting to hurt my eyes too. Like flashing letters, even though it doesn't have a light attached to it, hurts. Should probably go to a doctor, huh?
How's that, like, how are you supposed to know that that's where you have to go?
You don't have 18.
Now to find the kelp lettuce. Artificial bark.
Because that's exactly where I'd find lettuce. Like,
Are you
he
sure
didn't
this
just go
game
to
is
the bargain
2
bar-
hours. We've been playing for 13 minutes. It feels like we're 50% done.
There's 5 worlds. I think 5. Yeah. With 5 levels in each. 4 levels? 4 levels, I think.
Wow, you suck.
Why couldn't he
6
have
out
just
of-
gone to the bargain mart for any of this stuff?
The bargain mart?
The supermarket from the show. Like, he could have just gone there to get any of this stuff.
I'm trying to remember when they go to a supermarket in the show.
He's like, episode 1, like, the pilot is a bargain mart, bargain mart. He sings like a little song about it. Sandy goes there and everyone starts making fun of her for being special.
Special?
And squirrel jokes, and so when I was like, oh, squirrels are stupid, and I was like, let's try to communicate with her. It's such like a real like episode. Or, like, let's just make fun of the squirrel for being slow.
But Sandy's
Using
the
an R
opposite
word
of
your mom
slow.
doesn't like. Well, because she breaks the stereotype of squirrels. That's what's like cool about Sandy's
People
character.
think that
Squirrels are actually like really stupid.
people think that squirrels are really stupid.
They are.
They're not the stupidest animal though.
No.
Fucking anteaters are pretty dumb.
Yeah, they eat more than just ants. If they
There's
just
so
wanna
many food. There's so much food in the fucking pyramid, and you kept with the smallest source, asshole.
Yeah, like, let's try to communicate with her. All the kids
Actually-
like, duh.
I actually felt fucking the worst I've ever felt in my entire life. That's a lie. But I felt the worst I have in my entire life because I accidentally hit a squirrel with my car. It was the middle of the night when I was coming home. I think from here. It had run straight under my car. Only time it's ever happened where I feel like I had no time to react.
Yeah, well, that's what they do. They run back and forth. They can make up their mind, and they just decide
Well,
to get
the
hit.
thing is, it stopped. If it
Yeah.
didn't stop, it would have made it across.
Yeah, they don't know what to do.
And so I passed it and I accidentally hit it, and I feel like I got home and I like fetal positioned myself in bed. I was like, I took a life today. I felt so bad. But then the fucking week beforehand I felt good because I saved a fucking squirrel. What did you get?
Lettuce. So he's like, oh, my town. Like, oh, I know where to find bread in town, where you could have found any of this stuff. Some levels have finish lines, others you just go and then it's over.
There was another time I thought I had hit a squirrel, and I stopped and I pulled over because I was like, I don't like to leave him in the road. I will find a way to move him if I could. Granted, at that point, it's never happened. So I pulled over. I thought I had hit it, but what happened was it stopped in the middle of the road before it hit my tire, and it curled up and just was shaking in the middle of the road. So you remember that? Do you know that like silver rag I had in the back of my car?
Mm-hmm.
I took that out. I wrapped the squirrel in it. I brought it to the side of the road, just left it in the rag, and waited for it to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I was late to work because of that fucking squirrel.
Checkpoints are pretty generous in this game.
I was gonna say, do you even need them? This looks easy as I stand corrected.
But there's one right there.
Are you gonna run out of lives?
Probably not. The game over sequence is hilarious, though. I might show it off.
The game's
for you.
lagging like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Too much happening. Final Fantasy VII ran on this console, and it's like, oh, SpongeBob. No, hang on.
Why are you struggling so hard?
There's too much happening.
Chris is gonna get a game over.
I'm just trying to elongate. There's 4 levels and a bonus level in each world.
Chris
That's
shit
it.
is gonna regret asking me to come over. Why is there giant holes in the middle of the road? Who put the holes there? There's no construction.
That was sex.
There's no construction signs anywhere. There's just giant spewing holes in the middle of the floor. I don't think you could kill the cars.
No.
Is this level a straight fucking line if you decided what you want it to be?
Yeah.
That's not very fair. They like make a beeline to you. Class hints from Mermaid and Barnacle Boy, Superhero Handbook, Mother Jellyfish. Be very, very careful around the very rare Mother Jellyfish. Try to scare it away by throwing whatever you can at it. Perhaps the monster is scared of jellyfish. Why would the giant jellyfish be scared of other I'm a giant human and I'm scared of other humans. Never mind. Can you bump bounce it?
Yeah. Just shoots that shit off.
This game's got great music.
Discharge.
The first boss theme.
Yeah, like this happy ass song.
This is the best music I've ever heard in a video game. Also, Chris, I hate Mark of Cree's music. Actually, I do hate Mark of Cree's music.
It barely has music.
Yeah.
That's the worst part.
Have you gone through the OST?
Yeah. It took me like 20 minutes.
It's so tiny.
Yeah.
This is the first game that made it look smaller as it gets hit.
Yeah.
Battle for Bikini Bottom just kept it the exact same.
Yeah, that was the king jellyfish though. Oh,
Is this not the king jellyfish?
This is mother jellyfish.
Oh, so you're killing his wife.
Yeah.
In one game you kill the husband, the other you kill the wife.
And
You know what I almost asked? I almost asked when are they gonna have SpongeBob in the death battle, and then I remember they did.
And then it just kind
Croc?
of it
Do you
disappeared.
remember the Croc?
Yeah, that was
It's
the
like,
best.
You hit it and then it just kind of stands still. It's like, yeah! Did I tell you about that? The Croc thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are we gonna play it if it gets remastered?
Sure. And we gotta have Connor leave to go to McDonald's to take a shit again.
That's just what? Did that happen
Yeah,
during
that's
Croc?
right,
He had
yeah.
to leave to take a shit at McDonald's
Yeah.
because Mackenzie was in the bathroom.
Yeah. He's like, start the stream without me. I'll be back. Their feet are in the floor. Whoops, I canceled it out of it. Stupid, stupid. Oh yeah, watch this.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
So that was him tripping, and then...
Back already? That is definitely a sandwich fit for a superhero. Gonna need to think of something to test your superhero potential. And keep busy. Look, not in great superhero condition at the moment, but really do with some pampering. Some kelp cream and a facial. Not for me.
You just said Merman needs it.
Not for me, of course. You understand. I could get a facial whenever I want. You know what a facial is in terms of...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your eyes almost fell out.
Oh, Mermaid Man, Yowie Man. Is it? No, it's not Yowie.
Yowie's guys, Yuri is girls.
No. What I'm saying, it's the one. Ahego Man.
My favorite superhero.
My favorite superhero.
Now the difficulty just ramps up. I think it's this level is like the hardest in the whole game.
Tooth, center of the earth, cavernous canyons.
Yeah, he needs to go to the center of the earth to get like massage facial stuff. Yeah, it's like the longest by far level in the whole game. It's like they did not plan out difficulty.
Maybe things just got reworked during the
Possibly.
game. Happens all the time.
It's a great song and like cool aesthetic for a level though. This is not Rock Bottom. Rock Bottom is a separate world. He's just going to the center of the earth.
This is a fun song. Huh?
Mm.
Who composed this?
Matt Simmons.
Definitely not the SpongeBob composer.
No.
Wait, no. Does SpongeBob have a composer? Because a lot of
it's licensed music.
I was gonna say a lot of it is either public domain or
Yeah,
licensed.
kill him. Alright.
I didn't know that the main theme people associate with SpongeBob is fucking public domain.
This is a weird item because like he's heavier and he like runs different and his teeth turn black or gray.
His teeth turn gray?
And you can't butt bounce. Yeah, when he runs like that.
So how are you supposed to do anything?
You have to shoot things off. It vibrates and then yeah. Oh, this is where you have to escort Gary, but I don't think you actually have to do it.
I'm just gonna... God, this is like fucking Connor's
You
TV.
can take it off. Fuck.
What
Too many prompts just happened, and I'm trying to just jump it, and it wouldn't let me. And I think I have to do the whole level. No,
If you get a game over, is that the whole level again?
probably. I haven't made a save. I wonder if we would have to do the whole game again. Yeah, this popped up.
Using the coral blower on those rocks up there should cover up those spikes. Then Gary can walk.
All in caps. So I'm not gonna do it. I don't know if I actually have to.
Chris.
It's not worth. You just doesn't jump. Like he hits the ceiling, so he can't. Like oh, I have to do it. Or no, I just have to shoot. I just gotta get the reef blower over.
This is why Richard tells us that we don't play good games. I'm shocked you didn't die.
All right, so I don't need Gary. I just need the reef blower.
You should cover up those spikes, though.
Well, yeah, I need to do that. Oh, really?
What happened?
You have to do it twice.
This is a very strange game.
It's just weird, like, that they made it on PS1. Like, the PS2 was already out for, like, a year. That's how you know it's, like, a discount game.
Well, it was probably under development before the PS2 had released. Or
oh,
it's-
you have to shoot it directly. I shot it too much on the side. And that's why.
it's
All
a-
that happens if you get Gary there is it gives you an extra life. Not worth it. Actually,
It
I can
kind of
just go.
is. It kind of is worth it.
With
You
me
already,
playing-
you
Yeah, I
already
also
cleared it.
Yeah. They don't expect you to actually do that.
So
Let's go do it.
yeah, you already cleared it. Bring Gary over there so you can get a life, and we could potentially not start over the entire game. Where's Gary?
In here.
Now, Gary, follow me. I'll protect you. Just head for your food, Gary.
Go towards your food, Gary. It's not very scary, Mary. SpongeBob versus Terry Bogard. Who wins? Could you imagine SpongeBob wearing Terry Bogard's hat, like tying it back,
Oh,
tying
he's
his
slow.
sponge back, like in Sharky's hairstyle, and just putting the hat on?
So you can get a SpongeBob idol.
Is it
animation,
that
actually.
small, really, Gary?
Yeah, let's get some of his idle animations.
I was looking at this. I was like, is it that small? It's that small.
Turn around, put his face on. Oh, he's here. We'll get one.
Oh, I thought he was jerking it. I was like, what?
They'll just put on different faces. One of them is no face at all.
Wait, how old is SpongeBob supposed to be?
I think he's like 16.
That don't sound right. He's gotta be an adult, right?
Well, now he is because like
How old is SpongeBob?
because his license has his date of birth on it, so he is getting older technically.
In the beginning of the show, he's around 18, and the later in the show, he's around his mid-20s. So he is an adult when
It's
he
weird
starts
to
the
think
show.
like you look at SpongeBob, you don't see an age in him. He's just SpongeBob.
Well, I always figured he was an adult because he works a full-time job, and he doesn't go to school or anything like that.
Yeah,
And there
yeah.
is schools. There is teenage, like Pearl. Like,
yeah,
there is
he doesn't go to
schools and-
school. He just goes to driver's ed, and he can't pass.
Yeah, so I always figured he was an adult. Also, it would make the
It's also a relatable show that he's like an adult that doesn't drive.
Yeah. And it also makes me feel a little better about the fact that people want to know what kind of genitalia he likes to fuck.
Sea sponge.
I don't-
because he's asexual. The sea sponges, I think, are just
They produce asexual. They don't need a spouse. But like, what pisses me off
they
is
want
that
one.
I don't get why they need to. And all for you saying that SpongeBob is gay, right? If it makes people feel better, whatever. But like, he's a fucking sea sponge in a children's show. Do we like? If they're not going to expand it in the show, why do they need to clarify he's gay outside the show? That's some J.K. Rowling.
Just because Steven Universe does it doesn't mean everyone else has to.
I never said Hermione was white. Her pale white, right in the book. Her pale white skin. Huh?
She could have been from African descent.
Yeah, she could have been a white African.
Belle Delphine's from Africa.
Is she? So
Yeah.
is Elon Musk. Isn't he from South Africa?
I don't know. I thought he was from Bullshitville.
No, that's only what he sells.
Oh. Let's see if this works.
Where is Elon Musk from? It really, it looked. Okay, here we go.
It had to load.
Pretoria, South Africa.
Pretoria?
Yeah.
Oh, damn,
Is-
I have to go up.
His dad owned a something emerald mine. I think it was a Peruvian emerald mine. His dad owned a Peruvian puff pepper.
Peruvian puff.
They're only sold in South America. Fuck that episode. There's a lot of Drake and Josh.
Yeah, Alright, I'm taking that off. I don't think I can go.
Richard said, "You don't always play good games, but the variety is limitless." Yeah, we do have a shit ton. That's what I've always said about our channel. There's a lot of variety. Except for the beginning of this year where it was very, very RPG heavy. Well, it was a Mori, Tome, Blue Dragon.
So I can't go up there. This is another way to come from. This level is like just, I don't even know what the layout is. If you pulled the camera back, it would probably look like Einstein would have been putting his hand against the wall. See, there's just another checkpoint here. Like I went to the right. And
You already went this way.
Did I?
This looks exactly, unless it's not. It looks exactly like another
It
place.
does. It looks like the beginning of the whole level. Did it like loop around? That's why I say it's the hardest level in the game. Going down is a good
This is why I want to do this first. Gem Fighter is going to be a much better experience.
Yeah. It is later, it just looks like the beginning. It's like Sonic where they repeat things.
I mean, in Sonic's case, it was to save on memory. In this game's case, it was on the fucking PS1. There's no way they ran out of memory. I refuse to believe they ran out of memory when making this game.
Just the people themselves ran out of
Yeah.
memory.
I'm sure the people themselves don't remember making this game.
I'm gonna try going way up.
God, I can't wait to be done with,
Oh, thanks.
with Blue Dragon and Immortals. You can't butt bounce, can you?
No. I'm just back here, aren't I?
Jesus.
It all just goes in a circle. I'm getting really frustrated. Because this is just an extra life, which... Yeah.
Which, all for it. Whatever makes you feel better, sister.
it didn't take. It just stayed.
It didn't cake your take your make, you butt bouncing bastard.
Why isn't it taking? There.
Oh, it was you butt bouncing little whore. That's what it was.
I'm taking this off until I figure out what to do.
This music reminds me of Plock, but it shouldn't. I don't know why when I hear this I think of Plock.
Can't go that way. This way I think it just leads to the where you go up and you can't actually go up.
Is there something you can shoot? So you can't jump that. There's stuff
It's
up
too
there.
high. I bet you can come from here. But, like, I can't clear that. It's not high enough.
You sure?
Yeah, I did it before and I died.
Even if you stand at the tippy top?
Yeah.
Chimichanga?
I'll try it again, but like, yeah. You can't double jump.
Is this something I should look up?
No, I've done it before. I just can't remember where to go.
Does any other stage give you this much trouble?
No. This is literally the hardest.
What's that sound?
That's when you have no spats.
You didn't put on your spats today?
Let's try going up there.
What are spats?
Shoes.
Are they?
Yeah.
I didn't bring my new shoes. I know, it's shocking that I got new shoes as well. I even shock myself sometimes. I didn't buy them though.
Work did.
No. The only other man that cares
Oh,
about me.
do I go left? Is that really it? There's all this over here and you just have to go left. The only reason they probably have these areas is to collect spatulas. When I left the reef blower way up there.
You could just get the lives in. Fucking, I'm done. I'm done. You know what? If you want to keep dropping, you can stay here. I'm just trying to lounge.
I'll drop you.
I'm trying to be myself, and your trash can is preventing it. There's no spats over here.
I hate every time you step on these, they send you down.
Yeah.
Except that one.
It's weird because every time you step on me, I go. Hmm?
I step on you like I'm as dead.
Yeah. Bro, just put your heel into my fucking forehead.
Respawn.
Hey
you
Richard,
stupid
have you
reef
ever wanted
blower.
someone
God
to put
damn
their
it.
heel in your fucking forehead?
There it is. There's my best friend.
There. Take it off. And
I
kill
need to
that.
go suck the thing. Yeah, you're right. Suck your off. Alright.
Suck mine off.
Fuck.
Are you kidding me, Chris?
He didn't jump. I hit X.
You
and
would
he
have
didn't
missed
jump.
even if he did jump. It was already going back up.
No, but it clips. At least you respawn with it. Clips. It clipped it up.
I clicked the flicker. Honey, where's the flicker? He refers to his son like that because he's a douchebag. Where's the flicker?
This guy
Babe!
respawn.
Kill it! Babe, I can't take it. Kill
I had something in it and it took it out because I despawned it or I unequipped it.
It's right there.
Take it!
What is it?
I don't know, but I'm just gonna get the star then. That's fine.
Now the enemies respawn, so you have to take it off.
I wouldn't be surprised. If this were an NES game, it would be that. We're done with that. No, we're not. So this is the way to go.
You did it! I'm proud of you, man. I really love
I
that
did not see
whenever
those
you're
spikes
like,
and I missed them.
whenever you're like passionate about a game and you're like, I really want to play this with you, it ends up kind of like this.
It's like, damn it. That was it.
It's Plock, this game, and Super Circuit so far. You've been like, I really want to play these, and every single time it's like, fuck! Just doesn't make sense.
This game was my first solo Let's Play.
Was it?
Yeah. I ended up deleting it like a long time ago.
I was gonna say, I don't remember it at all. Was it
Me and
before
Max
me?
Let's played it as well. Yes. It was in the Alex days.
The good old days.
I'm like, I think I was just like, no one wants to see this.
Richard said no, but there are several people who deserve a heel to the head.
I love Patrick's like just idle animation.
Why is he talking to himself?
I don't know.
Hey, SpongeBob, I got an extra balloon for my birthday. Want it? Ooh, you're floating away. Hey, where'd my balloon go? SpongeBob!
Isn't that just Fade Bob?
I can jump on them.
So we're all doing this for Patrick's like surprise birthday, but he's just here in the game helping us too. That balloon does not last long, nor do you really need it. It would have helped in the last level. I just like that they're just jellyfish in the level, like even if you don't need to use them, they're just aesthetically there.
I think it's kind of lazy.
It's like that in this game they don't sting you like in most games. Unless it's the mother jellyfish.
Do other games sting you?
Yeah. They'll just attack you unprovoked.
Wait, Battle for Bikini Bottom.
They do it in that.
I can't remember where jellyfish are in that game.
Jellyfish Fields.
Just that one level?
And regular bikini. They're in like a bunch of levels.
Are they in the lagoon?
Maybe? I can't remember. See, Dead End just for extra life. Love it.
So this is like a Metroidvania.
Just dead ends with no secrets in them.
Yeah.
I love just getting lost in my games.
People are theorizing, by the way. You remember what I said about I think the 3DS games are going to start coming?
Yeah, Samus Returns.
Yeah, I think Samus Returns would be a good one because that was a game that came out at the end of the 3DS, kind of like right before they started like pushing it away. So I feel like it would be very smart, especially with Dread being super popular.
Yeah. They should just do a collection. Well, there's no point now because
did you hear?
I think Fusion. Yeah, Fusion's on the Switch Online. Why didn't I pick up the balloon?
You saw the Did You Know Gaming where they were like, did you know Metroid Dread exists kind of because of John Cena?
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way that's true, right?
No.
There's no way they were like, this guy loves us.
I feel like they rearranged the level layout.
Chris, this is not a randomly procedurally generated fucking game.
I can't go down there. Won't let me.
Is it your goal to land on every spike?
Where do we go? It's up here is just a dead end, I think. I've never had this much trouble. Is it just an old man thing? Like, you just get older and you just start having trouble with everything?
You're 26.
People look like this is elderly back in, like, the Shakespearean days. That's why Romeo and Juliet were, like, teenagers when they're trying to get together. And we're like, oh my god, they were so young. But back then, not so much. He died at, like, 30.
No, I read a,
Okay, this is where I have to go.
Yeah, I read
This area was not here before. I think it's like you have to run around and then it spawns.
Stop it. Did I tell you that I was reading about, like, it was an article that came out the other day about the cruel realities of playing classic game consoles or games, shit like that. One of them was the games are dated, and I was like, okay, this is already a bad start. No fucking shit, they're dated.
Because they came out dates ago.
One of them was limited memory on a memory card. And I said, there's limited memory on a console. That's what you
download code is for.
No. That's why you buy
external drives.
External drives. It's essentially.
Oh, that's a fuck up. Damn it.
It's essentially what a memory card is, right?
Yeah.
It's an external drive.
Yep.
So it's not like it's any different. It just means you can only use this thing for the PS2, whereas external drives can be formatted to different.
So this
things.
is dumb. Hit that. Go back. Grab it. Go back. You have to stop to shoot, and he slides with this on. And he keeps blinking, and it has to play a loud-ass sound effect. Hang on.
Isn't that the blinking sound effect from Spyro 1 when you're near the extra life things?
I think so. You can't change the sound settings
Listen.
or you'd have to leave the game. Oh, there it is. So I just...
Now to find my arms and legs. The Mafia fucked me up. Art was showing me a music video yesterday by a band I can't remember, and the music video was fucking... The whole video was just these dudes getting their head dunked underwater by being tortured by the CIA or some shit. And I was just like, what is this?
It was a love
like
song.
It was a song called, like, We Have Our Freedoms or something like that. I can't remember what it was called, but it was just the whole video is this: you're in the water of like this not a toilet, but like, you know, some water thing, and they're just continuously getting their heads
one
dunked.
shot kill that boulder, so we gotta book it. We gotta. Also in this game, 2 levels in every world will share a song. Other than that, the rest of them are unique songs.
So there's have as many songs as there are stages. What you're telling me?
Except for 2 in each world, they'll always share.
Oh, only 2 stages will share in each world.
Why is the bottom flickering like that? It's like the edge of the screen. It's like an NES game.
I think it's just how
It's the limited memory of the game, so I have to unequip that, and now I use this.
How does this game have limited memory? There's like fucking nothing happening right now. This and Spyro came out on the same console. This came later than Spyro, right?
Yeah, this is 2001.
This is pathetic for 2001. You know what else came out in 2001?
Jak and Daxter.
Jak and Dexter.
Yeah, this probably came out like a little after. No, before. Jak and Daxter came out the same day as Melee. Which, if anything, that's the reason that Jak and Daxter isn't like considered the greatest game of all time, is because Melee came out and people like that was such an easy level. Not to say that Melee is better. It's just everyone loves it, so it just Jak and Daxter got overshadowed.
Which is crazy because Jak and Dexter.
Considering the PS2 is the greatest selling console of all time, and the GameCube is a first commercial failure besides Virtual Boy.
I mean, we played it this year together. I don't need to say anything about that game that we didn't witness
It hasn't been
firsthand.
said before.
It's just amazing.
Now we have to find false teeth because they definitely asked for that.
You're almost done with the second of 5 worlds.
Yeah. Now the jazz begins. It's Shovel Knight. We go left for secrets.
This reminds me of the level from Frogger. He's back.
He really is. I like the blue. Like it's a nice shade.
It's what I'm referring to as the spider level.
Yeah.
With the glowing floor. I don't know. Is there a lava world in the original Spyro when he's back? Or Spyro? Frogger, he's back?
Yeah. There's the 3 lava levels.
By the way, before we played that game together, I didn't know that was the
I like
name.
this. You have to go left to roll it right.
I didn't know that was the name of the game. Is Frogger dash he's back.
I don't think it actually is. It's just a tagline. It's like Animal
It
Crossing.
says it
how
on the
says-
box.
It does, but Animal Crossing says "Welcome to Animal Crossing" on every game.
But it
not
doesn't
actually-
say it on the spine of the box.
Yeah.
Frogger says Frogger he's back.
No, it just says Frogger.
Does it?
Yeah. He's back is just a tagline.
Frogger.
Animal Crossing's his population growing as well, but some people will
Why
call
look
it
it
that.
up though? It always... I have to look up he's back for the OST.
Some people call it that, but
Yeah,
Of course,
see,
they only come up when
Frogger,
you jump.
Frogger, he's back. Frogger, he's back. Original soundtrack.
you can hear the boss ahead of time. And then I think all the rest of the bosses, not all.
It always lists as Frogger, he's back. Frogger,
Okay,
he's
he
back.
is back.
So it's like Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge. Is Swampy's Revenge a tagline?
Yes.
No, it's not. Because he doesn't
No,
get
it's
his
the title.
revenge.
It's the title. Yeah, he doesn't.
So is the story that Swampy is just a random fucking
Alligator
alligator
that
that got
somehow
jumped on,
and then he mutated into his own alligator.
and then he decided to put like porn animation in my Frogger game?
Oh, this is the first time we get to use the jelly launcher. It's just a better version of the nut.
The nut. You know how I feel about the nut.
There, I just almost offed him. I just
Oh.
did most of his health.
How do you get jelly?
It just spawns, I think. Or maybe it doesn't. Damn it. I think they retain their
That's
health.
so funny. So the gun defaults to a default position on SpongeBob, and it's over his cock when you
Yeah.
die.
Yeah. There, he's done.
What? What?
Because that fish had the false teeth. Also, yeah, a lot of these bosses are made up, and I used to call that lasagna down there. Kind of looks like it.
That's
When
ridiculous.
it bubbles, like when it bubbles in the oven. I don't really like lasagna very much. I think it's overrated. It's the cheese. Like, I just don't like the cheese.
Isn't that
Great,
the George
so-
in the Jungle?
Yeah. If I were deaf and I had to read that, I would not expect George of the Jungle from AAH.
Is he gonna trip again?
I don't think so. He only had one time to do that.
Amazing. How did you manage that? Reflecto has nothing on you, kid. You must really love your...
Is Mermaid Man dead in the SpongeBob canon? Because there's no,
No,
way they
they
have
just-
him there with Ernest Borgnine gone.
They don't. They just they'll be background characters now. It's really sad.
Is
Like,
Barnacle Boys?
Yeah, he died too.
Because that's what Simpsons did. If a character died, a voice actor died, they would kill the character off in The Simpsons.
If anything, they should just relegate into background characters because they've always like made their background characters detailed, like they're individual people. They should have just really relegated into that. Like, I don't think they should have taken Apu out of the show entirely, because that doesn't really make up for the the stereotypical portrayal. Instead, they could have made it more accurate going forward.
He's a fucking business owner. Like,
Yeah, he's got freaking dough.
He's got dough. What
Um,
annoys me with
I
that
don't
is
think it calls him
that
Sheriff.
that should have been a cast change and not a get rid of the character.
Yeah, like
If-
Cleveland, like on Family Guy, how I didn't even realize that they replaced the voice because the guy could do it spot on.
Correct.
I'm like, wait, I thought this was gonna be a before and after. No, that's just the new voice.
Get someone from the same ethnicity that Apu is supposed to be to play him, and then it should be fine. Because it's not like they were making fun of the character on the basis that he was an Indian man.
Yeah,
Like, if they were doing
but
that,
at
he
least
would have
know
been
how
a
to give
fucking
the character's background. Like, he wasn't just that. There was more to him.
yeah.
Like,
At
he
least in
has
the beginning, I
family.
don't know how it was after.
Yeah, doesn't he have like family and stuff?
Yeah, he's got like 7 kids or something like that. But like he was
I
like
can't like. I couldn't hear anything, not because you were talking, but like he was just that quiet. Like the sound mixing is horrible.
what other characters are just not in SpongeBob anymore? Is that it?
I don't know because I don't watch it, but like
Is Tara Strong in SpongeBob?
no.
The woman who single-handedly killed Timmy Turner's original voice actress, according to Butch Hartman.
Also, yeah, Plankton is a time machine, which wasn't a thing in the show. It's because it was just from the future, because Squidward got frozen, and then in the future he accessed the time machine. But here it's just Plankton has it. And we have to go into the past to get Mermaid Man's belt and freaking panties. Bikini bottom
Yeah, he gotta get his bikini bottoms.
in prehistoric, because he's old and he got it in the prehistoric times.
Bye.
You have found my secret time machine. Whatever you do, make sure you fill it up before you bring it back.
So he gets the full body because he's that small.
Him talking about my wife.
And I'm pretty sure it's just like a trace of a screenshot from the show.
Or should said Bubble Buddy.
He did come back in an episode, like they had his son. But like Bubble Buddy's a one-shot character. Are you referring to just like regulars that
Me?
are gone?
Me,
Yeah.
I was referring to like normal, like Mermaid Man, Barnacle Boy. They were fairly normal. They would show up
Yeah, like
multiple
side
times.
characters.
They weren't full like
Yeah.
every
Like,
episode.
they live with SpongeBob and he has to take care of them. It's like if Patrick is just gone.
I would say it's more like if Miss Puff was gone.
Yeah, surprise! I think her voice actress is still alive, and she's like very old, and she's still doing the show.
Mrs. Puff voice actress.
But if he just came in and he's just like, "Oh, you found my time machine," like they did kind of make the kitchen look like there's the thing where he drops the 50% C, 50% weed into. But then he just goes in here, which was not finished, and it's just the Chrome Future time machine. So Plankton got it at some point. Anyway, we're at like the midway point of the game.
Mary Jo Catlett is her name. She is 84. She's not. I mean, yes, that's old. That's older than a lot of people get. But this is probably what she does. You know what I mean?
Yeah. At least she's not like a full like actor, just voice actor. You just come in when you need to. But she like this Puff is like a crazy like loud character.
Oh.
Where is everybody?
What was I gonna say?
I still have 3 lives despite all
I
the
feel
times
like
I've died.
it's like Ozzy Osbourne. She just enjoys doing it, so she keeps coming back to do it. I couldn't see myself being 84 and coming back for SpongeBob, but so wait, you had to go to prehistoric times. Is that the whole chapter? Is prehistoric? It's no other times.
Yeah, just this chapter. It's all you're in prehistoric.
So
Which was a plot. Yeah, there was the SB129 thing, but you don't meet like prehistoric characters. The funniest thing is just other characters are here. Like, oh,
Now listen, boy. There are dangerous surfaces that none shall pass unless they have squeaky boots. I happen to have a pair. You can own.
it's good old
That's not
Joe White, who he came back for Battle of Bikini Bottom, but he doesn't sound anything like this either. And then he's like, I'm gonna play Chris Redfield in the Resi 1 remake.
Why isn't it?
He just comes back when he feels like it, because he's in Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, which came after this.
Well, he's in the new game.
Yeah. So this Joe White is in this. Revenge of the Flying Dutchman was after this, and they got Clancy. And then Battle of Bikini Bottom was after that, and they went back to Joe White.
I've been thinking about it. I feel like we have to play that new SpongeBob game together. Like, we played Battle, we're playing this.
I don't want to play Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. That game was horrible.
I'm not talking about that.
But why do I have to play a new one?
Because we have to.
Yeah.
We have now made it.
We're not the SpongeBob guys.
That's our personality.
Make Sharky and Connor play
We've played 2 SpongeBob games. Now we are considered the SpongeBob guys.
No, make Sharky and Connor play it.
You made me play this.
Oh yeah, this item runs out, and he just forced it on us, like, unconsensually. And
Wow,
now
that's
it's
really
gone.
fucking annoying.
And now it's gone, and I didn't even get to use it for anything. You use it to walk on spikes, and there were none around. So it's a very great demonstration of how to use the item.
Richard, you think me and Chris are the SpongeBob guys. You're going to be the deciding factor. The next game we play will be the new SpongeBob game.
I love the layering of this game.
If you decide it will be.
Like, look, he's in front of the level.
You know who I'm making fun of, right?
Yeah.
Well, wait, no, it was part of the best of. That's right, because we were like, there's a third one for Persona.
Oh, yeah.
There's a third one. I'm a Persona guy. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was it.
Cowabunga Scalabra.
So we didn't use the squeaky boots at all. There was nowhere to use them. Except, like, right there, but there's no way to get up there. There are just certain games where there are level designs where they just... they don't care.
Richard said Chris doesn't sound too enthusiastic. That's the reason we should
I
play
don't like
it.
SpongeBob.
That's the reason.
At all.
That's the reason we should play it, so you can get angry Chris moments. Bitching, like the only reason I'd rather Chris play it than the other two is that he has the knowledge of SpongeBob to be able to call the game out on it.
Oh yeah, and just get angry.
Yeah. Because we need more angry.
Okay, this is like the
Chris.
best item.
Excellent! You'll be able to use this move on most of the enemies you encounter, as well as special objects.
But it runs out as well. But it's just a melee item. It's nice. Oh, you can use triangle to unequip it. And then they immediately give you that.
Where are you?
The kelp jungle.
In the past?
Yeah,
When did they ever go here?
never. Well, they go to the kelp jungle, like in Club SpongeBob, which I don't even know if that was an episode yet.
What season was that when this came out?
I think 2.
So they had barely enough to go with.
They had some stuff. I think all the clips from the opening were from season 2. Like Man Ray. Hey, they showed Man Ray.
you know what? You're
They
right.
got to Man
They
Ray,
had
yeah.
more content to go off of than the entirety of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
Yeah.
Only the first game, right? Not
And
even
Mario
the second.
2.
Mario
And
2
Mario
was
2.
out?
Yeah, because that's why it's Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad together. And Birdo's in the first
'cause
episode.
Toad's really not a thing in the original that much. It's
Yeah.
just, the princess is in another castle.
One-shot boulders coming.
The princess was gonna castle my asshole. I agree you're not catching any of the...
It's not a jellyfish net. They just have the jellyfish launcher here. But I didn't pick it up. I went with the karate glove. They like give you a choice on what gun to use.
The karate glove's not a gun.
I know, but like I just called it a gun.
To
It's
be
a device
fair,
arm.
the karate glove and the
Oh yeah, I gotta show this off.
punching... What?
Yeah, let's do it again. Oh, I think I killed it. It's just gone forever.
How do tornadoes go off underwater? How does
Whirlpools.
sand from the Sahara Desert get to Puerto Rico?
How does smoke from Canada get here?
It's so upsetting that I'm not in Puerto Rico right now. This is when I was supposed to go.
Mm.
Fucking bullshit. Goddamn. Oh, so I
Goddamn
went,
6
I
son of
went
a bitch
to
bullshit.
last night. I was at Dave & Buster's. I had never been before, so I went for the first time. It was Anthony and his 2 kids, and essentially a lot of the time we were in the arcade portion was letting the kids play the stuff and then helping them out with things. And I looked at them halfway through because they were playing Cruisin', and I like stepped on the pedal for her while she steered, and I looked at him and I go, "So this is what it's like when your dreams die, huh?"
Or just said, look at it this way, Chris. It's better than Splatoon.
Fair.
Yeah, I
Fair.
still own this game, and I will never
See,
own Splatoon.
I would never make you play Splatoon. I do have my line. You know, you crossed the line earlier this year with your game choice, but you know, I have at least have a line. How did you cross your line?
Bubbles should get me up
Tell 'em.
there.
There you go. Honestly, though, it wasn't that bad. We can skip this. I don't give a.
SpongeBob, one bubble wand dipped and ready to go.
Why is he helping you?
Down and all around. I don't know what that means.
Why the fuck is Patrick helping you?
I don't know. Yeah, it's his birthday we're doing all this for. And he's just like, I'm going to the past today.
To be fair, if I was able to go to the past for my birthday,
It'd be cool. It could be any day. It's not my birthday anymore, so
I want to see how far away from the hospital we were from each other.
yeah.
Like, was it like the difference of like a room, or was it like
Yeah.
a couple rooms?
Can I like shove you back up and prevent yourself from being born?
I would honestly just love to go back to like the 80s.
Yeah.
Just see the culture. See the Beatles live in concert once.
In the 80s, yeah.
Yeah, I meant the 60s.
Go see people cry about John Lennon. Like have it. I was running on the air. I don't know how I did that.
It's air. It's not bubbles lifting you up, it's the air.
Yeah, but like he's making squeak sounds in the air.
Did John Lennon die in the 80s?
In 1980, yeah.
Oof.
To get people's like first time
Yeah,
reactions.
so me and you are very different people. I go, I want to go back and see the Beatles live. You go, I want to see people react to the Beatles dead. Although I probably actually changed my mind. I don't want to see the Beatles live because that, from what I've seen, it looks like a fucking
Yeah, I'd probably get
hassle.
mauled to death. It's worse than Black Friday.
No, it's not. I'm not worried. Immediate death. I'm not worried about getting mauled to death. I'm just worried that like they stopped performing because you couldn't hear their fucking music.
I still get to keep my bubble wand.
I would want to go to their first concert
Mm.
because their first concert must have not been that bad.
Yeah.
What
doesn't
did they
look good.
do in their first concert? Was it original music?
No, they did cover. Ah, damn it.
They did covers.
Yeah.
A lot of bands start like that.
Mhm.
It's very
Or
interesting.
they'll sound like other bands. Like they'll just do. They'll copy what they like.
That's
how
how
they- yeah.
That's how everyone starts.
Yeah.
In Tower Miora.
So I didn't like Rush's early stuff. It just sounds like Led Zeppelin. Not that that's a problem, but like stay in your fucking lane.
Yeah.
Like Led Zeppelin still did Led Zeppelin better.
That's a funny statement. But Led Zeppelin's one of the best. I don't think many.
I think they were ahead of their time because like the one we listened to was their first from the '60s, and like it sounds like '70s. If that makes any sense. Also, I didn't realize their fourth album didn't have a title. Like I just thought it was Led Zeppelin 4. No, it has no title.
Yeah.
So that's just what people call it.
It's just so they have something to call it.
And I think it's because the third one, Led Zeppelin 3, didn't sell well, so they didn't want to like call it 4, like riding off of the failure of 3. So
Why
like
did the
let's just
third
have.
album sell well?
I don't know. Probably didn't have any hits on it. Yeah, I saw the top of that.
Those plants are moving. They're not trees.
Is that the worm?
I don't. It's a whale, but I just want to see the top of that again. Because we can just
You
straight
can
up
see
go.
it's cut
yeah,
off.
we can go up here. Oh, it won't let me. But yeah, that's just
That's
straight up
clearly
bad.
cut off. Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh my god, it's eating me!" But you willingly walk into it.
So that's the worm.
No, it's a whale in this. It's not the worm, but it looks like the worm.
They don't ever get swallowed by it.
No, they don't go in a whale, but they do go in a worm. But it's chasing them. And that's like one of the funniest episodes. Especially at the end when they push Bikini Bottom and it just falls on it. And he goes, "Oh." And Max would say it should be in Smash Brothers. Like you hit it into the background and it's playing that guitar as the worm is spinning.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's what that theme is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's beta music for the game, and they were gonna actually remix the SpongeBob theme, but I guess they couldn't get the rights to actually use the song.
Is the SpongeBob theme original?
Yeah, that's made for the show.
I'm not
So is
saying
the
lyric.
credit.
I'm not saying lyrically. I'm saying
The actual song, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Same with the credits theme, but all the music in the show is licensed. Until later, starting with like season 4 onward, they broke away from it.
What bones are those supposed to be in a whale?
Yeah, I don't know.
What
That
the
doesn't
fuck?
kill you; it just teleports you to the next area.
This this thing from back in the past 12 balloons from Glove World.
Yeah.
This game has dick design.
Yeah. That's why I'm not going to bother 100%ing it. Imagine trying to get all the spatulas in one of the last levels and not get hit. Totally doable in the first levels, but I almost had it.
I almost had him.
He. Okay.
So it is a worm.
Inside the whale, but that's not the same.
That's
worm.
not even a worm. Worms don't have fish heads.
The parasitic sea worm. This boss kind of sucks just because he's hard to hit, and you can only butt bounce, and they don't give you a weapon for this. And he gets smaller with every hit. He loses a segment. So
Imagine filling a pallet with weapons or sleeves and no weapons.
did you have to?
No, that's what this boss fight is.
Oh.
There's no weapon.
He doesn't really attack you. He just moves, but like he's hard to hit.
Fun fact: I was supposed to be at work today.
Yeah, this is your vacation.
It's my vacation. I don't go back till next Saturday.
Oh, nice. Oh, he does shoot you.
I needed a fucking break, dude. I don't know if you've ever gone that way at your current job, where it's just like this isn't terrible, but I need to step away for a fucking day or two.
I've never had that at this job, but other people do. They'll take like 2 weeks off at a time, but they usually go on vacation. It's
Yeah.
a lot of like the anchors and talents and stuff. They'll like go on full vacation, like, oh, I'm going to freaking Europe for 2 weeks, and then other people are just like, I need time away from this place. I can't stand it.
I'm going to Europe for 2 weeks. People asked me where I was going for vacation.
I'm going home.
And I said, the only thing I can tell you is where I won't be.
So I'd also rather just build up my PTO.
Do you lose
don't-
it?
No. But it caps at 120 hours, so
What are you at?
like 60.
I mean, I say just take it when you feel like you should take it. Or if you plan a trip, don't just take it to take it.
Yeah. I use like a few hours here and there, like, because sometimes we get to leave early,
Speaking of,
but we have to hit 40 hours for the week, so we either have to stay late another day or use PTO, and I'm like, I'll just use PTO.
how do you feel about camping in like August,
I did it.
September?
I guess we could go.
Anthony and Xavier wanted to go, and they're like, we should get like a couple more people, rent out a spot, and just all hang out. I'm like, do you guys want to do anything down there? He's like, hang out, relax, enjoy being outside. I'm like, you know what? I'm down for that. I can use like a weekend to be away from technology. It would only be a weekend.
Yeah.
We were planning on leaving Friday, going straight there, and then just staying until Sunday night.
That'd work because I'd only have to take one day off.
Oh yeah, that's right. You already automatically have Friday, Saturday off, and then Sunday you would just. Yeah, that would be cool. We haven't decided on a day, but like I think I need to get away from technology and people and technology.
Tell them, don't call me. I'm not gonna answer.
Plus, a day where I have no responsibilities but just hanging out. I know I usually hate that, but I'm busy all the time and I'm fucking exhausted. They want me to go see a comedy show tomorrow from a guy that George Lopez had to apologize to. Is that the one you met? No.
Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez.
So they were like, let's hide under the plant and put a lampshade on my head and just take the lampshade off. So they're doing this to keep SpongeBob busy and away from them, but if they had just given him the autograph right away, he would have been gone.
Yes.
But then we wouldn't have a game.
Bug me now. One of my favorite kelp bars would be great. Hey kid, you can only get them in Bikini Bottom.
That's a typo. We're going to Rock Bottom next, and he says you can only get the kelp bar in Bikini Bottom, where we currently are. But no, he means Rock Bottom, the one that SpongeBob kept trying to get in the machine. But it was a typo, and Barnacle Boy still said it.
I'm on my way.
Hey, at least is it the same as the Spyro Kill That Yeti, where it says it, but he says the right thing?
No, he still said Bikini Bottom. So he said the typo.
That's bad.
And I'm like, Mario coin, but it's a 1 on it. But it's very close to the Mario coin.
Rock Bottom.
I like that they had the
Rock
title
Bottom.
card, like, designs, but... Rock Bottom, Road to Rock Bottom.
That's what I said. I was like, Rock Bottom, Road to Rock Bottom.
So now we can use these. So we actually just book it through the level.
Those things don't hurt you? I swear to God.
No, we have the squeaky shoes. I get stuck. It just looped around, I'm pretty sure. I didn't actually go anywhere. It's just to go right, but...
I tasted sausage when I burped
gonna
just
fall.
now. I didn't eat
Oh.
sausage. Frequent dire miles.
Why does it want me to go in? Oh, up to the right. I like that you like have to go on your way to rock bottom. Like you're not just there yet. This is a cool idea for a level.
I just wish it looked like a level.
Mm.
Because now we're getting into geometry.
Just
drift.
nothing makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what it's called, right? I think it's called geometry vomit.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're now on floating rocks.
Yeah. Weren't there certain, I think it was like rare. They really Donkey Kong Country. They pushed for like levels that aren't just random floating platforms. Like it's all part of the environment.
Yeah, that's why they have like.
Oh god, that game. I
certain-
was looking at 2 items at once. Let's go this way. There's more squeaky boots.
Isn't that why they have like the foreground things where it's like you'll be on a rock that you can stand on, but you see the rest of the rock like in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. But again, Rare was ahead of their game when they weren't
Yeah.
making you go lamely. God.
It's part of like the
Okay.
magic of
Speaking of fucking stop dying, please. Speaking of games that we need to play that's not SpongeBob, how have we still not played Donkey Kong Country 1?
I've already played it, so like I'm not really pushing
But
to play
it's
it.
amazing.
It is.
It's fucking phenomenal. And then I could
So,
have you
yeah,
walk
every
me
level-
through 2 and 3 because apparently you say it only gets better.
Not 3. 3's good, but people hate it.
I thought you were like 3's like my favorite.
No, 2's my favorite.
2's your favorite?
Yeah, every level is just the same thing, getting a coin because it keeps eating the coin.
Didn't 3 come out well into the 64s?
No, it was like right before.
It was right
Or
before.
like yeah.
And then 64 was like after the 64.
I don't even think we're still in rock bottom yet. This doesn't really look like it. This is a cool looking level. Lights hanging outside.
I really wish it didn't make that sound every single time you collected a spatula.
Yeah, it's annoying. The
Like,
things you
maybe
collect the
some of
most
the-
should have the least prominent sound.
Yeah.
Which is why I like the gem sound. I wrote 1 and not 2 and 3 because it's louder.
Yeah.
Like it just makes the most sense to have it be a quiet sound, but like your 1-up sound, be like no, 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 because it's like oh special 1-up.
We haven't played a Spyro game in a while. Oh no, I played one this year. Never mind. I replayed Spyro 1. Never mind. I'm a fucking liar. I'm hungry and thirsty, and I'm a liar. Call me Liar Tuck. You don't get that joke, though.
No.
Friar Tuck? You
Nope.
know who that is? Okay, it's okay.
Was he hungry and thirsty at the same time, and he ended up having soup in the thermos?
Soup in the thermos. And we got the exact things for you, just so I'm not wrong. Friar Tuck.
No. Get me out of here. I somehow if you stand on the edge, you don't get hit.
So Friar Tuck, he is from Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
I want to find the exact thing I'm thinking of.
Ouch, he said.
This one is empty too. They really should refill them more often. Or at least once.
So he's putting the coins in and not checking that they're empty.
I can't find the exact thing, but essentially...
Yeah, that's what this whole world is. Like, he puts the coin in, it eats the coin, and the machine's empty. So why doesn't he just look in the machine? What was I gonna? So the bonus levels in this game are just different attractions like Glove World that all suck. 3 of them are like roller coaster rides, like where you are just on a set path and all you can do is jump, slow down, or speed up, and you have to collect all of these like it's like the shiny objects from
In
Battle
this?
Bikini Bottom. Yeah. You have to collect all of them, and then you can buy like stuff in the Glove World store, and that's what those little icons were on the main screen. It's like all the different gifts you can buy for Patrick's party. And at the end of the game, you'll see them all in SpongeBob's house.
What the fuck?
This is a weird level where you can like teleport everywhere into like separate rooms. This is the true Metroidvania.
And it's lagging the fucking game.
Yeah. I think you can see like a cemetery in the background, but
It's like Ghosts and Goblins.
I like how the moon is just there. Oh, an actual ghost.
Alright, so
Some of these graveyard things kill you, so you don't want to jump into all of them. I think it's if they have like bad colored bubbles.
you play Donkey Kong Country Returns?
Yeah, I
Does
didn't like
Donkey
it.
Kong move the moon in that game?
Move the moon?
Yeah.
I can't remember actually. This is a very forgettable game.
So fucking, I haven't finished. I was listening to it when I was on my way here.
That was, damn it.
And so it has a skull and crossbones if it's bad.
And green bubbles.
Uh,
I have more lives.
They're doing a death battle cast that I was listening to on the way here of Frankie versus Funky Kong. And I've played Returns and I don't remember it, but they say in Returns that Donkey Kong could move the moon. I'm like,
Maybe he does.
what the fuck? I
Yeah.
remember that he takes a rocket ship around the moon, like the barrel.
Yeah.
But I don't remember him moving it.
Yeah, it can also stand on lasers. And he likes to touch uteruses.
Oh, me too. How come you're never jumping in that one behind you?
I don't care. There's nothing there. It's just spatulas. It's nothing.
It's nothing.
But yeah, 3 of the bonus levels are just little like roller coaster automated rides that really suck.
Oh, the bonus levels.
Yeah. The first one's easy. It's just a Ferris wheel, and you have to collect all of them like going around it, but you have a timer, so you gotta like, be quick about it. And then, the last level is a really annoying. It's the escorting Gary again, but through this entire obstacle course. And those are always the worst kind of levels. So yeah, they all just suck. All they have is exclusive music.
Exclusive soupies. Soupies.
Alright, last level of this world.
Yay, yay, yay. I wanna go away. Yay, yay, yay. Someone take my life.
I think it's the only one that's actually in Rock Bottom.
Rock bottom last stop.
So here it is.
Why did this song get shared?
I don't know. Also, this I think is the end of the level, but like it looks like it, but yeah, you'll come back up to something that looks just like that. The game cannot handle. Maybe it's a PS3 thing. And the camera is like not panning down.
Because they're trying to be a dick.
Yeah. That's the hard part, like you can't see where you're gonna go, like in real life.
I don't understand why these jellyfish are just everywhere.
Mm. This really is just level vomit or whatever you called it.
Yeah, it's geometry vomit.
It's just
Yeah.
whatever they wanted.
There's no cohesiveness. It's just there.
The more I come back to this game, the more I notice it.
Well, the reason I noticed it is because like even the design itself isn't very cohesive. You're just kind of running through the stage and finding the end.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes it's like 2 seconds, other times it's 5 minutes.
there's not a lot of taking in the stage. You're just like, let's move on, let's move, let's move, let's move,
Mhm.
and nothing makes sense. So you really don't want to look at anything.
I might die thanks to this guy.
What are you supposed to do about that?
Go collect the spatula so you can take a hit and then just bug bounce him.
Is that bug
Isn't it-
handsome?
Yeah, bug ants him about it. Like submit him to darkness.
Yeah.
He's a bone, so he must be a
Bro,
nobody.
did I tell you that I was
That would have been cool if nobodies are like these skeleton, like creepy ass things,
Did I tell you
and
that
not just Blondie.
there was this thing I was gonna enter. It was a thing for like a fan
Oh.
voice like role.
Fall.
And I was going in for Ansem, and I recorded my my audition and shit. It's just too bad I didn't submit it.
So they give you a glove thing just to
Why
fall.
are you fighting the Flying Dutchman in the middle of rock bottom?
I don't know.
He's a guy who doesn't let up.
He really doesn't.
He really doesn't.
This is where when me and Max Let's played it, he clipped himself. Like he overwrote his own voice clip, and the game went. Because he's supposed to have other lines than just his laugh. He has like 3 lines. We're only getting the laugh. Is it a PS3 thing? I better collect some things.
He's supposed to have 3 lines.
Yeah, he's supposed to say things. The PS3 just does not know what to do. There we go.
I'm starting to miss the laugh. You have no bullets.
Bullets, my jelly bullets. Still hasn't said I am going to steal your soul.
Yes, Pat.
One
You
more
still
hit.
hit him. He has one more hit on you. What happened?
I killed him. And then it just opens this. Nothing. It's the end of the world. And there's the bus stop.
When does the bus come? That was off. The fuck? How is Splatoon not your least favorite game of all time?
Because I haven't played it, I can't judge a game I
No,
haven't played.
feel free to judge it. You watched me play the entire thing.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, I know.
It's bad in terms of the... Oh, I love this. They won't even let him in anymore.
M&M has had a turn. The TV is broken, and unless you get the right tools, he's gonna miss his favorite cartoon. Can you help?
Does a snail meow? You bet.
This game isn't even about Patrick's birthday at this point.
Yeah. It's strayed so far from its original purpose.
Yeah, it's like the fucking Conquer remake.
It's like a Family Guy episode.
What?
They always start with like one thing, and then by the end, it's like one thing caused something else, that caused something else, that caused something. And now we're just doing something completely unrelated to how it started. This world gets depressing because now we're back at Jellyfish Fields, but there's a twist.
Do you ever find it funny that the most well-known Smash stage, one of the most well-known Smash stages, is Temple, from a game that is definitely not the most well-known.
And Man Ray's just here. He's just an enemy. There's many Man Rays, and this is like the best song in the game, even though you can probably barely hear it.
Do people like Zelda too?
NES fans do. Everyone else, I've never played it.
Oh, sounds like we should.
I own it.
You own the collection, right? Or do you own it on NES?
I own it on NES. If you have Switch Online, you own it too.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't own it. Nintendo owns it, and they can take it away from you at any moment.
I'm so hoping that they do what I want them to do with this new console. Just keep the online service. How come they don't just make it an emulator? So what they're doing is they're altering the games to work on their hardware, right? Because that's what you have to do, even on emulators, right?
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you make an emulator and alter the emulator to work on your hardware, and then when you
Man Ray has the glove that he stole. So it's like Yoruichi having the butterfly on the poster.
And then when the next console comes out, all you have to do is update the emulator's code to work with the new console, and not every game associated with the emulator.
Oh, fuck you. He just came... Took a hit for...
I wouldn't have made that sludge the same color as the floor. That's a design flaw. Richard said it's Patrick's birthday.
Today, yeah.
In question mark. When is Patrick's real birthday?
I don't know, but here's this.
Right. Now to find
When
an
is-
Ariel.
I don't know what an aerial is, but she's not in this game.
When is Patrick's birthday? March 17th. No, that's St. Patrick's Day. August 17th. We should have played this in August. Fuck! Would you
Cancel the stream.
stupid ass?
Let's just play it again. But we're gonna have Connor and Sharky here for it. We're gonna have your dad and Art here for it.
We should just play this on SpongeBob's birthday because at this point it's more about him than Patrick.
Give me a spatula, thank you.
Let me wear some spats. That took way too long. All this just for a few fucking spatulas.
No, just to survive, because those are bottomless pits.
Oh. It's kind of like Connor.
Mhm.
Bottomless pit.
Gonna finish that.
I'm gonna finish that. Gonna finish that. Have you ever been to Dave & Buster's?
No.
No? Oh, no!
Been to Fun Spot in round 1 before they drove a car into it.
Price is so good that you won't even want to stop your car but when you get here.
Oh, so anxious? I didn't even... They said, honey, don't stop the car.
Damn, honey, I shrunk the kids.
And I even came here when they were closed. I had to play the game.
Wasn't it like at 3 in the morning or something like that?
Yeah, it was overnight. Thank goodness nobody was hurt.
I don't know why that sounded so sarcastic, but thank fucking Christ, no sad.
Because people say, I know they're trying to be nice, but like, just like, thank goodness nobody was hurt.
That's how I feel about that.
Oh, that's floor.
That's how I feel about that submarine.
Now I need to find an oil can.
At least it was quick, you know.
That gives me an idea.
The only sad thing is that when that happens, what I've been hearing from people is that like you know it's about to happen because you can hear it with the submarine collapsing. Is you can hear it before it happens, but it's an instant collapse, I guess. That's terrifying, but at least it's better than suffocating because that's painful.
Yeah. Fire underwater. This level's a convoluted maze, just not as bad as the other level. And some of this fire just
Is this
won't
like the
drop.
second last level for this game?
Yep. Yeah, this level I think has multiple paths and like different ways you can go. And by this point you need to get all 100 spatulas in one of these levels to unlock the bonus, the worst bonus level. So it's absolutely a waste of your time. And I did it. Like, how would you know to go in there? But yeah, you have to.
Last night, Mom said she was surprised that there were games that were less than like 10 hours long. And I was like, did you not play the NES? Weren't NES games like 30 minutes?
If you were good at them. The only reason they were long is because they were hard.
Yeah, back when they were constructed to be hard, and now they're constructed to be long.
Yeah.
I kind
You can kind of see like a weird, yeah. So you need the 2.5D perspective.
I kind of feel weird about games now because.
Oh, was that it?
There's no such. There's no such thing.
That
as,
was so easy. Like I used to have so much a harder time at that level. I just happened to go the perfect path. The song didn't even loop.
There's no such things as simple games anymore.
Yeah.
Everything has to have like layers upon layers upon layers of content. There's no games to just sit down play.
What happened to like the game being just that good?
Yeah.
I think Resi 4 was perfect with it. It wasn't like a simple game, but like it just felt so good to play.
Can you explain to me why games like Resi 2, I had to put down the controller and like not look at the screen because I was getting so stressed out about it, but for Resi 4 I don't get scared.
Because you feel more helpless in Resi 2.
Do you?
Yeah. You can kick people in 4. Do all this crazy stuff.
Oh my god, that feels amazing!
This is like one of the worst last levels in a game. Nor does it have fitting music, nor does it have a fitting final boss.
Is it Plankton?
No. It's another made-up creature.
Nekalavi?
Nekalavi?
Do you know what a Nekalavi is?
No.
It's an Irish monster that... Do you remember the final boss in Ruby Volume 4? The horseman with the stretchy arms? That's what the Nekalavi is. That's what it's based on. It's an Irish monster.
I hate this. Yeah, you can't go this way. You have to wait. Other shit is brewing.
Leave it in the past, man. This game is very inconsistent. Like, even more than Frogger 2 inconsistent.
Ooh, that smells. And I can't do anything.
At least
there,
you
just
gave me a
pushes it.
heads up this time.
You heard it though. Oh.
Yeah, just because I can hear though, like you can hear mine sometimes. Do they smell that bad?
No.
Normally, no, but sometimes yes.
But you hear a fart, you should expect it to smell.
No, because mine don't.
Well, mine do. So if you hear my farts, expect the final boss.
Sometimes yours aren't that bad.
This thing.
The hell is this? We've heard about this thing, but never really seen one ourselves. Whoever heard of a dog living underwater anyway? I'd sooner expect to see a squirrel doing karate.
It's so funny. Dumbest like final boss theme. It's a really bad boss. It's the Resi 4 right hand. So it's called Ramon's subordinate.
Huh?
Ramon's right hand.
Are you upset that we're done with Ramon already?
Yeah, no more grenadine jokes. Like we just can't make the jokes. And I was gonna bring grenadine and like Coke, and that would have been part of the stream, but I forgot.
Mr. Grenadine.
I think his hat is gone. And that boss sucked so bad.
Yeah.
We were on it for like an hour.
Fucking.
I just didn't even want to do it.
My buddy.
How am I doing this without getting hit? Why did I make this so pathetic? That's
Bro,
the
I
game.
love you trying to hold
Rap.
the controller and
Yeah.
you're just like, no.
Well, celebration time is over. Now back to Bikini Bottom to add the finishing touches to my birthday surprise.
So how does he know that they're not gonna make him go on another fetch quest?
Because he had already killed Aquaman off camera. I wish SpongeBob killed him in the death battle.
You
And
killed
just,
Aquaman?
I wish SpongeBob killed him in the death battle and was immediately just like, he really was the lamest fucking one of them.
Nice animation.
Nope, just force that there. Hit
Force that there.
SpongeBob, you can't say that.
Congratulations, Spongy Blob. You earned this. Patrick is lucky to have a friend like you.
Who are they? Also, why does he need an autograph? They've met on so many occasions.
Richard said, isn't Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing simple games? No. They're very complex video games.
And they make them too complicated later on.
What I mean is, like, the first Animal Crossing, I'd say yes. You have trading, you have collecting. There's some variables, but they're easy to learn. The new game where they're like
we're talking
crafting
like
your
just
own
different
island
mechanics in a game. Like back then they couldn't. Like take Final Fantasy 1 and then compared to like anything after, especially like 8 or 7 remake. Like 7 remake added too much complexity on top of the formula of the original 7.
Also,
Like we had an HP and MP and even AP for your material, but why do we need like what's the one for just your abilities? Like building up that meter as well, and your limit gauge. It's just like all these layers of things. And like games where you collect tools to refine into this stuff, and you collect this for that, and like
take things like the Chow Garden.
Mm.
Things that it seems like a simple thing, you know, you're raising these chows, but you look into it and it's insanely complex. And then Balan Wonderworld, Wonderland,
Wonderworld.
Indie game. If it was just a platform, I'm sure it would be fine, but there's this whole raising kids mechanic you need to do, and it's so fucking complicated that people making videos on it back when it came out, like trying to tutorialize it, some of them were still like, we might be wrong. We're not actually sure how it works, but it seems like...
So they really did just copy Knights, because that's what started it. Also, Barnacle Boy just likes to abbreviate names. Like, he called Merman NM twice in the game, and he was just like, SB.
Does he ever do that on the show?
No. I think what it was when they were scripting it out, they just shorthanded the names. And then just shipped it out that way, and Tim Conway just said it because he like doesn't. He's on precious time here.
Is Tim Conway also really old?
He
at the
was.
time? Yeah.
Yeah, he was I think younger than Ernest, but like they acted together back in the day. Oh, yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants. If I get my hand on that forest freak.
And then the stupidest ending for a game. Oh, sure.
1 block required.
I want to get a clean recording of the music from this game, and because you can just turn down all the other audio, it should be easy enough. Because I don't have like high quality versions on my phone. And there we go. Now I have a completed file, except the bonus levels. Fuck. A lot of them share the same music, so I just have to do the easier ones.
Happy birthday, Patrick, from all your friends in Bikini Bottom.
And Merman and Barnacle still showed up, even though he wanted to get his hands on the horse freak. So I got no gifts from the bonus level. So there would be like balloons and confetti and all that here.
What I mean by think about Mario 3, Richard. Imagine if in Mario 3 they had a bunch of fucking mechanics where it was
Like, you can't just
could
go to
now
the level.
combine power-ups, and if
Yeah.
you combine these power-ups, you could then go into these other places that you could...
Like you can't just go in the level. You have to
Yeah.
like get there. You have to spend money on a vehicle to drive to
Yeah.
the level. Like stuff
it's
like
like
that. Yeah.
Mario is a simple game. That's what I consider simple.
Mhm.
It's like you get the gist. It's fun. It's punchy. It's great. And then you get games like Balance.
Like Final Fantasy, for example, in 2 and like a lot of the early ones, you just go to a chocobo forest and you get the chocobo. Then you get to 7, and it's like you have to buy. I forget what it was in 7, but like you have to go to the chocobo stable, do some things. And then 8 is just super complicated, where you gotta like talk to the chocobos in a certain order, and then do this whole thing, and talk to chocobo and get a flute and walk around and use it in certain areas. And if you use it wrong, the chocobo will steal your flute, and you gotta buy a new one. You only have to do it once per chocobo forest, and then you can just go in and get the chocobo. But like, why do you have to do all this stuff?
Or you could be like the Final Fantasy IX Chocobo minigame where you have to keep paying the guy over and over to randomly figure out where the fuck you have to peck the goddamn ground in order to find the key item you need.
So it's similar to 8, but in 8 you can just look it up the exact spot to stand.
Was it 7 that had that stupid...
Oh, the digging one?
Yeah, the
That
stupid
was awful.
bullshit
In
where
Bone
you,
Town?
you had to fucking
Oh,
be
the
like,
3
you stand
coordinates?
here, you
Yeah.
stand here.
Yep, and then blow up the ground.
Fuck that.
Just to hear the tremors. See, stuff like that. That's like overly complicated. And they get ready for this stupid thing.
Happy birthday!
We didn't stand to do his idols at all.
Happy birthday.
It cut off.
Happy birthday!
Where's Plankton? Oh.
Happy birthday!
Happy
I love how Patrick just says it in the middle.
Happy birthday!
You know Squirrel wouldn't
no,
care.
No, he doesn't give
He
a
didn't even
fuck.
finish. He cut it off.
Happy birthday!
Stand still while I take your picture.
So he's actually there. And then it's just a screen. It's a freeze frame. Yeah. The great one. SpongeBob and Patrick.
Yeah.
I want to purposely get a game over before we end, but we get this like really nice credit theme.
I just said sometimes simple is better.
Yes. It's just about having a good game, but people like I think the reason they make them so complicated is because it adds an addicting nature. Like you're constantly being rewarded with little things. But I think I noticed it most with 4 Remake. It's like every gun you got in the original felt so good. And like items really meant a lot, but now that you get all these little like gunpowders and mini things, nothing really feels substantial.
People really like it though.
Yeah. But they like those kinds of games. I mean, I love Breath of the Wild. But like it's kind of the same thing. You get all these little items. Doing a shrine just gets you a little orb, and then 4 of them get you a heart container. It's not like, oh my god, I found a heart container.
To be clear, I'm fine with complicated games. I just sometimes I want to sit down and play something where it's like I want to kind of just be brain dead and enjoy something.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
Especially when you're
exist
sick.
anymore.
Like you don't want to play anything.
Bro, what did I play last time I got sick? There was a game I marathon. Oh no, last time I got sick was COVID. Never mind.
And you played or you watched Ranma,
I watched Ranma.
which is a brain dead show.
Correct. Bro, it was so weird. I've never felt closer to death's door because I was so hot. Like, I was burning up, but if I took my blankets off, I was freezing.
Mhm.
And I couldn't move. My body was so lightheaded that, like, I would try to, like, go for the door, and I'd pretty much have to crawl to the bathroom. I was so fucking weak. I
The
was
title
like,
screen
"This
changes when you beat the
sucks."
game. It changes again when you 100% the game. So let's get a game over.
We got 100% it now.
Let's get a game over on the hardest level. The one that should be the easiest.
Listen to all these cars. At least you know how to die.
Did we see Mr. Krabs there before? I don't think
No.
we ever talked to him, so let's go talk to him.
Do you care?
Sure, he is something.
He must have been there.
And watch out for that scurvy plankton. He is up to his old tricks again.
I don't know why he mentions plankton.
He's
when
not
he-
in the game at all.
Yeah, and he says, "Watch out for the scurvy plankton." It's one like run-on sentence.
It's okay. Die.
It's not okay. They shipped it out like this.
I said it's okay. Die.
Also, like, it's a grammar Nazi kind of thing, but in 8, I don't know like how good
Final
you are.
Fantasy
Final
8.
Fantasy 8. There's no other series that's successful enough to make it to 8.
The only reason I say that is because there are streams I've rewatched recently where
What are you talking
you'll
about?
bring up a game, but you'll abbreviate it to the number, and sometimes I'm like, is he talking about Final Fantasy? And there's one time you're not.
Yeah.
You say 3, and I'm like, 3? And then I go back to our conversation, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
I love how I just abbreviate it as the number, like not even the series anymore. It's just the number. But like, there's a lot of like grammar or like punctuation things. Like they'll always say, "I wonder what like Renoa's thinking," but they put a question mark at the end. But he's not asking a question. He's wondering, but like, why would it be a question mark? He's saying, "I wonder what she's thinking,"
Follow the clip.
which would be, "What is she thinking?" with a question mark. But they do it a lot in the game.
Did you watch the credits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is everybody? SpongeBob! Squidward! That is my birthday. Has everybody forgotten? Nobody loves me anymore.
None of you.
Let's try again.
What is this, an arcade game?
But just, I love that he's just happy dancing through all of it. So he does acknowledge that it's his birthday, and then at the end of the game, he's like, "Oh, it's my birthday."
There's lore issues here.
Yeah, there's a lot of inconsistency that they need to work on with the remake.
We really need to talk about SpongeBob Super Sponge.
10-hour video by Arlo. I'm about to just unplug this and the stream the way it started.
Well, we'll be back shortly with
Yeah.
the Super Pocket Gem Fighters
And
mini
Fat Princess.
and the Fabric Princess bottle.